This one's gonna get troublesome. I already know what's gonna go down. Look at no particular reason, just because this is what I've chosen to do today. Would you mind identifying, please?
PC Dean.
Okay.
Card number 17920.
Thank you. And yourself?
Okay.
Why are you lot all coming out like this? You're making me feel nervous.
Because
like.
when people start filming outside of our police station, it tends to alert red flags. Okay?
For what reason?
Mainly for terrorism. I'm not saying you are.
Welcome to Police Watch UK, where we shine a light on police misconduct, break down your legal rights, and hold public officials accountable. Today's footage, courtesy of Coley Burks, shows a routine filming outside Bexley Heath Police Station turning into a textbook example of officers stretching their authority and misquoting legislation, while being calmly corrected on public rights.
Okay, but mainly because the majority of people come around, they like to film our cars, know what our registrations are, know what our police officers look like.
What? Okay.
No, obviously, just for getting in and out of the building safe and securely. So, that in that way, they can potentially perform a terrorist attack, okay, and have it all on recording. So that's why we come down and we like to check to make sure why they are. So you asked me to identify myself.
Yeah, I'm not going to identify, no. No.
Why is that?
I'm not required to, I'm not committing any offence.
You're not required to, you're not committing any offence.
Yeah, absolutely.
However, you are in a public place.
Absolutely,
okay? Exactly. So under section 50 of the Police Reform Act,
okay,
you could be required to identify yourself with name and address, or you could be arrested, okay?
If I'm
believed to be
antisocial. So am I behaving antisocially?
The auditor begins filming, prompting officers to approach, making statements meant to unsettle. When they suggest most filming near police stations is linked to terrorism, it illustrates a classic tactic called implied association, attempting to create suspicion without direct accusation. Legally, filming in public, including outside police stations, is completely lawful.
Filming outside the police
Does
station
not constitute antisocial behaviour, no. Is that the route we're going to go down? I'm not going to give you my name, I'm not going to give you my name. I wouldn't suggest using the section 50 power. You would have to prove that I'm behaving antisocially, causing members of the public harassment, alarm, and... Okay, so how's my behaviour?
If you're filming and the fact that you're standing outside, it cause a member of the public to walk past and feel completely distressed by the fact that you're...
How would they feel distressed by that? Am I engaging anyone else? I'm just here filming you.
You walk past...
what are we doing? And are you going to nick me now, are you?
Well, I'm going to ask you to move on, sir.
I'm not going to move on, I'm in a public place.
At the moment, you're not in a public place, sir. This is cast as private.
Nah, it's not private.
Officers attempt to invoke Section 50 of the Police Reform Act 2002, claiming the auditor must provide their name and address due to antisocial behavior. The auditor calmly explains that standing in a public place with a camera does not constitute antisocial behavior, highlighting a misuse of power and an attempt to unlawfully obtain personal information.
Oh, this is a pavement, mate. What are you talking about?
Tell you what, sir, if you want to be in a private place or a public place, take a step in that pavement.
No, I'm good here. I'm good here. So this is not a private place. How is this a private place? Look at where we are. Look. Just so the camera can pick it up, yeah? So if it...
So there's your yellow lines.
No. You're talking nonsense, mate. You're talking rubbish. And there you are, mate. You're trying to flex jurisdiction. Let's just pack it in. Yes, you are. I will carry on filming. No, I'm not going to step there. So we've got section 50, and now we're talking about private land. What's next?
So I'm correct in what I'm telling you.
No, okay? You're just flexing unnecessarily. Yes, you are.
Flex unnecessarily. You're not an issue to me. 179.
All right, I'm not an issue. No worries.
You are not an issue to me.
Good.
I have no reason to flex to you.
And an attempt to unlawfully obtain personal information. Clip 4. A debate arises over whether the area is public or private land. The auditor points out that pavements and publicly accessible areas outside police stations remain public land unless clearly marked or fenced off. This emphasizes the officer's incorrect assertion and overreach in trying to restrict lawful activity.
Good.
You are not that much of an issue.
Good. Then there should be no reason. There should be no concerns about me filming. Then, if that's the case.
Well, generally there is concerns.
Well, you just said that I'm not an issue to you.
You're not an issue for me to flex. That means I'm not bothered by you. You're not being high and mighty, okay?
Okay. It's not about me, it's about you. This is about your ego, not about mine. Not about your... Yeah, of course it is.
Your ego needs to be approved and swept and fucking stroked because you're standing...
Did you just swear?
Yeah, I did just swear.
So you just...
public place.
Of course you're in a public place. You just committed section 5.
I'm not in a public place. Hold on.
Dean, bruh. Pack it in, mate. Pack it in, mate. Pack it in, mate. Pack it in right now. Don't swear again. We're all in a public place. This is all public.
The officers continue to challenge the auditor, suggesting a security risk due to his filming, calling him an unknown risk. This vague justification is legally unfounded, as police actions must be based on reasonable suspicion, not uncertainty. The auditor calmly challenges the reasoning, pointing out the lack of evidence for any real threat.
This is all public. This is all publicly accessible. Show me where the boundary is that denotes public and private. No, double yellow line doesn't denote private property. Dean, mate, you're digging yourself a hole. You're digging yourself a hole. You just swore. You started with section 50. Then you're saying private property. Even if this was private property, it's a civil matter. This is publicly accessible. This isn't private property anyway.
This is private
mate.
land,
Mate, this has not been good. Mate, this ain't good.
Okay.
Why are you swearing? Can I swear? Can I use the F word?
You can swear if you want to.
So I can say fuck, yeah?
Congratulations.
Fuck. Yeah, no, I feel good, yeah. And you did swear in a public place.
Officers escalate with unprofessional behavior, swearing and arguing over jurisdiction, further exposing their inability to correctly apply the law. The auditor remains composed, refusing to comply with unnecessary demands, while clearly explaining the legal basis for his actions.
Private.
This ain't private, mate. No, it's not. You're making yourself look ridiculous. Just go back inside, mate. All right. I don't have to take a pinch of nothing. I don't have to take any advice from any of you. I'm in a public place filming, which is lawful, and you've tried to threaten me. Yeah, you have. Yes, you have. You haven't educated me. I'm educating you right now. Go on.
Like, with you standing so close to the entrance...
I'm not obstructing you, am I?
No, but you need to listen. With you standing so close to an entrance, filming, that poses security questions for us, okay? There are people who wish to do the police harm.
Okay, I'm not one of those.
Okay, but we don't know that, do we?
Well, you have to go based on what you do know.
You haven't identified yourself, so
I don't need to.
treat you as an unknown risk, so we don't know...
Why am I at risk? This is a camera.
The auditor reinforces the legality of filming in public, explaining that even leased council property or publicly accessible areas funded by taxpayers are still public for the purpose of exercising lawful rights. The officers struggle to justify their actions and overreach.
Based on what? If an old granny was filming here, would she be an unknown risk?
You're not letting me finish, so that you can't understand my point. Okay. By you standing here, common sense would dictate that poses a security risk.
Why? Is the building not secure? Like, you lot are armed, like you've got a taser. Like, what sort of security risk is it?
Standing here constantly, filming cars coming in and out.
Marked cars that are paid for by the taxpayer. I've got every right to film them.
Right next to where gate opens in and out. Like I said, you're an unknown risk. You've got a bag, we don't know what you've got on you. You could run in, you could have something on you that we don't know.
Yeah, well,
so that's why
I mean, there's lots of members of the public that have stuff on them that you don't know.
I know, but they're not...
Are they all unknown risks as well? Yeah, well, I can be here.
Everyone's an unknown risk.
Everyone's an unknown risk. We don't live in a police state where everyone's an unknown risk and you're constantly doing surveillance. What sort of you lot have been brainwashed or something? I'm just a member of the public. Chill out. We're not all unknown risks. What are they teaching you in training? Unknown risk. Is this a police state?
Through clear reasoning, the auditor highlights the officer's misuse of power and the arbitrary application of rules. The interaction demonstrates the difference between lawful public activity and unfounded policing tactics intended to intimidate individuals exercising their rights.
Do you have to spy on each other, or like we all have to like snitch on it? What's going on here? Like, what is going on here?
So we have to manage risk. So we always have to manage risk, and that's why we have to do unknown risk and known risk. So anything that we don't know is unknown to us, so we have to treat it with an element of caution.
Okay.
Yeah? That's fair to say, isn't it?
Okay,
that's a common sense approach to this. And because we don't know you, you've not identified yourself as us, we don't know the risks that you pose.
Would you identify yourself?
Yeah, I'm PC Cook,
okay.
1654.
Sure.
Yeah? And I'm just talking to you like I would to anybody else.
Alright.
And that's the point I'm trying to impress to you today, sir, that's all.
Okay, now what?
Well, like my colleague said, because we don't know you, we don't...
By standing firm, the auditor de-escalates the situation without aggression, exposing the officer's misunderstandings, threats, and procedural errors. This segment shows the importance of knowing your rights and remaining calm when confronted with authority overreach.
We are going to just ask you to move on to the public point.
This is public here. I guarantee you 100% this is public here.
But with your
and even if it was private, this is publicly accessible. Look. Just for some context, right? He's saying this yellow line denotes where it's public, where it's private. So how could this possibly be private property? Even let's say hypothetically it was private property, yeah? Who owns this property? Does the Met Police own this property, or would they hypothetically lease the property?
Owns this property.
No, they don't. Okay, right. So who pays for the council? How's the council funded? I'm pretty sure this is leased anyway. I'm pretty sure the Met don't own this.
This was gifted to us.
So,
You know that for a fact, do you? Well, you got flowers on your radio.
Why not?
I'm
so
asking
if
why.
you went into a shop, if you went into a shop and they had a counter with no barriers either side, you would know that
that shop's not paid for by the taxpayer.
So that behind that kiosk area, even though you can access it, is an inaccessible point. That's another common sense approach. So you can see that from there to here, and then this bit here, common sense would dictate that this is not a public part of the domain.
The interaction concludes with the auditor being dismissed while officers fail to provide valid grounds for intervention. The video serves as a crucial example of how police can misuse or misunderstand their powers and the importance of public awareness regarding civil rights.
Yeah?
Okay, well this is all paid for by tax money, so.
But you have to you understand why we're talking.
You understand how like fiscal policy works. So the government tax, and then they spend on public services, and this is that. Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's a fiscal policy. It's the economic policy, right? So it dictates how spending and taxation works.
Okay, I'm not here for a lesson. I'm just trying to talk to you.
Right. And I'm just trying to explain to you
as a person,
Yeah.
from a person to a person, why we are managing the risk of somebody standing by the entrance that's constantly used to a police station.
Okay, have I satisfied that I'm not a risk?
Well, no. Because we
All right.
still
Well, how are you
don't
going to
know who
satisfy
are.
it then?
Well, we're just.
Just remember, everything I'm doing right now is perfectly legal. So just remember that, and it's not antisocial. But why did you backpedal on that?
I didn't backpedal.
Yeah, you did. But why are you not nicking me under Section 50 then?
I don't have reason to. It doesn't mean backpedaling.
Okay.
I'm trying to approach you with common sense. I don't like to unnecessarily criminalise people.
Oh, thank you. Good,
So-
good,
Me and my colleague tried to appeal to your common sense nature, but clearly.
good. I'm happy that you're not. I'm happy that you're not criminalising people. That's good. You know of any officers doing stuff like that?
Do I know of any else
Yeah.
unnecessary criminal?
Yeah. Never heard of that. Right, good, good. Why? How can you? You know you swore in a public place as well.
I didn't swear.
Yeah, you did.
If that has offended you, then I do apologise, but I did not swear in a public place.
You did. You said the F word. I've got it on
I'm
camera.
not in, I swore, but I'm not in a public place.
All right. If you say so.
Okay.
Right, we done?
Yeah, you go back.